Let us look at one important topic, Amazon FSX service. See, this is a high performance file system on AWS cloud. So one question comes is, it is a storage. Obviously, it is a storage, but is it reliable? Yes, it is highly reliable. It is highly secured, scalable, and it has broad set of capabilities. And this is built on the latest AWS compute networking and disk technologies. So it offers extremely high performance and a lower TCO. TCO means total cost of ownership. You don't want to spend money like Mercedes Benz and take a service. So the total cost of ownership becomes low, and it is a fully managed service. You don't have to manage the compute or the storage and etc. How the disks are swapped and etc. You don't have to manage. All the hardware provisioning, patching, and backups are done free of cost. Not free of cost. It's done automatically by AWS once you pay it. Okay. And so your focus, what will be your focus? Your focus will be purely on applications, business, helping the end users and so on. You can choose between four widely used systems. There is something called NetApp ONTAP, OpenZFS, Windows File Server, and Lustre. Lustre is Linux based. Windows File Server is SMB based. So whenever you see the SMB protocol, you should always go for FSX for Windows File Server. This has some unique features. Obviously, it is high performance storage, but the main important thing is SMB support. And this is how it works. It creates the FSX for Windows File Server. It configures the file shares. It connects to the file shares and runs your applications. See, on premises, you may have a file system, you want to migrate that. You can do that on AWS. That is one use case. And then you can accelerate your hybrid workloads. For example, you have on premises storage in cloud with low latency access, fully managed file shares. You can use FSX file gateway as well. See, gateway, always remember, gateway is a middleware, a middleman who will negotiate between on premises and cloud services so that you can extend the storage that you have on premises to the cloud services. See, one thing you should remember is you can also do data deduplication. FSX can deduplicate your data and it can compress your data as well. So the savings you get if you are doing a dedup on Office documents, photos, basic videos, the storage savings is 30 to 50%. On others, it is 70 to 80 and 50 to 60. You can pause this and read it carefully. And this is a sample pricing that is there for US East Ohio. You can also choose the region and you can then decide what pricing is applicable for your region. But it is relatively cheap, not cheaper than S3, but it is expensive compared to S3. So that was about FSX for file server. But let us also look at Lustre because this is Linux based. Whenever in the question you get something like file system on Linux, it is FSX for Lustre. Again, this is a highly performant storage, so you can build most high performance file systems here. You can use it, can accelerate your compute workloads, high performance file system, range of deployments. How it works is this way: you can create your file system using AWS CLI or SDK, link it to S3. This is optional stuff, and then it can connect to EC2, ECS, EKS, and etc. And then you can also use services like SageMaker for your AIPs and so on. Again, from a pricing perspective, storage is one thing which we would be charged on, but backups, data compression, data transfer, this all affects the pricing. If you see the pricing, you have SSD file systems, SCT file systems, and then there are separate data transfer rates that apply. This is a common sample available for Ohio, and this is an expensive service on the Linux platform. A lot of customers, they already are on NetApp ONTAP, they have NetApp ONTAP. So FSX or Amazon has also integrated this with ONTAP, and you can also do it on OpenZFS. So the storage is built on the popular OpenZFS file system, and the benefits, obviously, you can easily migrate Linux file servers. This is specially focused on Linux. If the question is asking about Windows platform or SMB protocol, this will not apply. FSX for OpenZFS will not apply there. Okay. And with ONTAP, the advantage we get is you can automatically scale the storage and use different sort of tiering. It increases your performance, it enables multi-protocol access, and migrates the apps and data with ease. With the NetApp ONTAP, what is also important and drives the pricing is capacity, pool usage, throughput capacity, backups, and snap block licensing. You need to pay additional snap block licensing fee for average amount of storage space consumed. And these are the ONTAP rates for each regions. Okay, this was in a nutshell the FSX service. This is important. Always remember key points for Linux. If you are talking about FSX on Linux, go for Lustre. If you are talking about Microsoft services or Windows services or we are talking about SMB protocol, go for FSX for Windows file system. Okay.